Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my daily training. Excuse me. My name is Lindsay Radzik, and I am a director of field leadership with Living to Be. Yesterday, I talked a little bit about having grit, and grit is helpful in business. It's also just helpful in life. Life throws you curveballs sometimes, and it takes some time to process things that we go through in our everyday lives. But when you have grit, when you have that determination, what did I say? It's resilience plus tenacity plus passion. Then it just kind of helps to carry you through. It's almost like your armor, your reasons, your purpose. It really helps you get there a lot quicker than if you didn't practice those things. And then today, I say that I always want to give you helpful tips, things that I've learned over my experience just to help you get there sooner, not the long journey I've had, but I want to talk to you today about procrastination. So procrastination is the difference between what you are doing now and what you should be doing. Now, thank you for all getting on this training today. You definitely should be doing this. But just think about in your everyday, the times that you spend just mindlessly scrolling through social media, maybe clicking through different channels on the television, or, sometimes just sitting there, not doing anything productive when you really should be focusing on tasks at hand. I am a recovering procrastinator. Now, I always said that I was just a perfectionist, and really that is just a dressed up word for procrastination. I found, which, if you're lucky enough to work with Renee Stevens, I found that my procrastination was coming from a place of it. I thought it was relieving stress for myself. It was like a way for me to relieve stress, but really it was causing more stress. And all of you know that stress wreaks havoc on the body. So if we can minimize the stress, we already have our amazing products that help with the coping of the everyday life stressors. But also if you can minimize it, then that's beneficial too. So let's dive into procrastination. Why do we do it? Why? Well, I just kind of shared with you one of the reasons why I did it. But I think a lot of us have fear. We don't make that phone call because we are afraid of the response. We're afraid of judgment, of rejection. We're not checking in with our customers because maybe we've had a customer that wasn't, 100% loving what we had here to share, and we're letting that fear get into that next conversation and future conversations. Because here's the thing, everybody can benefit from what we have here with Living to Be. And I'm so strong in my belief with that, but I am not emotionally attached because they have to be the ones to have that open mind. Life gives you whatever you ask of it. And so if you're not asking the right questions, you're not going to get the right answers. And for people who are not open to, using products that are going to benefit their health in some way, shape or form, using the medical grade skincare to just alter the appearance of their skin just for the better, to unleash that glowing, I incorporated unleash there, the glowing radiant skin that they truly do have. If they're not open and committed, then they might not be all in. And that's okay. I say all the time, you just got to love people where they're at, but you can't let that fear of rejection or that fear of judgment hold you back on your mission. Okay. Also, I am just, this is funny. I feel like I have a frog in my throat, and you're going to laugh because at the end of this, I'm going to have a funny saying. So, all right. Also, meetings. Okay. If you haven't hosted a glow party or an opportunity meeting, if you're holding off on that, if you're procrastinating, why? Are you afraid of the unknown. Maybe you haven't hosted a meeting before and you are just so scared about how it's going to turn out. Oh my gosh, what if nobody shows? What if I mess up? What if they don't like what I have to say? What if? Guys, you can't live there. You can't live in that world. I did. And I moved out, and you need to not live there either, because listen, we're going to have experiences. Remember, no mistakes, experiences. And I have had so many meetings where that many people showed up. But you know what? I still ran through, and I still was able to utilize that time to grow myself and grow my business. I've had meetings where one person showed up, but I ended up being able to really give that person my full attention and just help build a relationship and get them started the right way. So whether, you have 20 people show up, 50 people show up, or one person show up, that meeting is worth it, okay? Because you're making that commitment to yourself and to your business to make it happen, okay? Now, a lot of times we also procrastinate because we're feeling overwhelmed. Now, I get it. I've been there. I'm still gonna be overwhelmed at some point in my life, because it's part of life. It happens. We have a lot of things on our plate. A lot of us who are doing this business are also taking care of families or, working other jobs, whatever the case may be. But we have systems in place to help you not feel so overwhelmed. We have systems in place to help you prioritize. And you just got to ask for help. We have amazing support here with this company. But if you don't ask, nobody will ever know. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you need that balance for your business and for your life, let's make it happen. Let's reach out and ask for that support, and let's work through some of those systems. Now, the third reason I wrote down why sometimes we procrastinate is because we are uninspired. Crazy, I know. But it happens. Sometimes we just lose our mojo a little bit. But here's the thing. I'm going to ask you this. Have you written your story? Have you written your story? What is your story all about? Because that is really what's going to give you that inspiration that you need to continue going out there and sharing with people. My leadership philosophy, what if this could change everything for them? I tell you guys all the time, this industry has changed my life, and I want that for so many other people. I took a communications course in college, and I had to get up there and do this presentation and speak publicly in front of, the entire class. And I rehearsed and just, I was so prepared. And then I got up there and I looked out at every single person and I froze. And what did I do next? It just kicked me off, and now I'm back. Okay.
You're back.
All right. Sorry about that. It just went away. Okay. So, if you want to come from that place of inspiration, if you want to make sure that you're in a place where you want to continue to take on, those activities that are going to help you be successful, you really have to look at your story and look at your why. And if you need help with that, because when I first came into this industry, I really didn't know why I was doing what I was doing, other than the fact that I needed to provide for my family and I wanted to be present. Those two things were what was most important. But it continued to evolve and grow. as I, really sunk my teeth into the opportunity and personal development. And I say all the time, personal development here with Living to Be has a compensation plan attached. It's incredible. We get paid to better ourselves and better our communities. So, fear, feeling overwhelmed, and feeling uninspired, those three things will cause you to procrastinate. But I will tell you this, there comes a slight relief with putting things off, but it's always in the back of our mind. So today, I want you to think of, what is something that you've been putting off? What is the hardest thing for you to do? And we're going to do that today. Remember, I had a frog in my throat earlier? We're going to eat that frog. So the hardest thing that is, that's in the back of your mind that you've been putting off, that you haven't accomplished or that you haven't started, we're going to focus on that today. That is our mission today here. And, stop making excuses. Your excuses need to become your reasons. I used to use my kids as an excuse all the time. Oh, I can't, make this call because of my kids, or I can't do this meeting because of my kids, or I can't go here because of my kids. You know what? My kids are the reason why I'm doing this business, because I get to provide and I get to be present. And I also get to implement some of the personal development with them at such young ages, which is just so incredible. So make those excuses your reasons why. Don't miss out on this gold mine opportunity. Don't hold yourself back. Stop procrastinating. You want to make sure you have your story in place. It's powerful. It inspires you. So you share it. You want to share it with your neighbor before somebody else does. We are a new company here. We are, the growth that we're experiencing right now is phenomenal. You guys are sitting in such a good position because of the timing. And I want you all to just take that opportunity and run with it. So have an amazing Tuesday. Eat that frog, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today.